Come take a walk with me through Walmart. Now, let me tell y'all, since moving to the Atlanta area, there are some Walmarts I like, some I stay away from, some that are more calm than others, and then some I really know that they take better care of their garden department. Now, they have garden beds that they're just putting out, but the prices aren't really updated. I think they're just kind of getting out the inventory. And they're also starting to put out some of their spring bulbs. A lot of the Walmarts that I went to, still not a lot to choose from, but you could tell that they're really starting to put things out. So as you walk inside, they have in one of the Walmarts just some plants set up. But I always say when they're like this inside of the store, you have to hurry up and get them like when they first put them out. Because maybe they may take them back out, but I always wonder about like how do they water them, or do they just like rotate them in and out? But these are right inside of the front. They have some more. These are the violas that are $5.97. They also have some daffodils. They actually had two sizes. So the really small size that you see right here, those are $2.97. And then they also had some bigger ones. Now, as we're walking to the lawn and garden section, I always check the clearance aisle, which actually is like just adjacent. So they've started putting out the garden things on this side, and then right to my left are the clearance items. But they have the seeds set up, and each Walmart is a little bit different. Some are set up in a different location, but I always check the clearance aisle too, because sometimes you can find some good deals. This was actually on the clearance side where they have this brand of seeds for 50 cents, and they really had a lot of varieties. Okay, so they have the Back to Roots brand, and these are $2.97. They had a nice selection of flowers, vegetables, and herbs, and it doesn't matter, all of them are $2.97. So they also have the Burpee brand of seeds. The Burpee Organics brand is $2.46, and just the regular Burpee seeds, they are $1.96. But they also have a great selection of flowers, vegetables, and herbs, and they actually have the seed starting mix as well. Just down below, you have a lot of seed starting items depending on what works best for you. If you want to start them in sale trays, if you want to start them in little pots. So they have a great variety, and then they have more of the seed starting mix, and they actually have these pop out reusable sale trays, in which I do use when I start seeds. I really like them. I always just say if they could include that humidity dome, it would be great. And as we're going closer to the lawn and garden area, they've started to put out a lot of their bare root plants. And just like in the other videos that we've done, it depends on the type of plant. That is what dictates the quantity that you get. But they have the cannas, and all of these are $5.42. But like the peony, you only get one, or the dahlias, you may get two bulbs in there. The bearded iris, you may get one. And then it just really depends on what you're looking for. And I had to go back out here because they have these every year. They have the bare root fruits, and then they also have the bare root plants. But if you don't want a lot, they also have varieties that are $3.46. So you have between $3.46 for maybe like one or two bulbs, and then you have the other ones that are $5.46. Now this is the Edible Gardens collection of Walmart. So you get strawberries, you get blackberries, you get blueberries, and most of these are two plants, and they're $11.47. And like I said before, they're really starting to put out some of the things. So I think they're just finding placeholders for them because as you saw, there's some on the inside and then there are also some on the outside. But most of these that they have outside, as you can see, if you look close, some are 346, some are 542, but it depends on the plant and that dictates the quantity that you get. But a great variety: dahlias, cannas, the elephant ears, the hostas. Now, this particular Walmart, this is one of the ones that is a little bit slower about getting things out, or maybe they just haven't gotten the inventory in yet, but not a lot to look at yet. They are starting to put some of their trees out. These are the Japanese maples for 39.97, and then they also have some fruit plants that they are starting to put out, like they have their peach trees. And this one actually does have the variety. This is the Belle of Georgia. It's 29.97. I can appreciate when the stores really put the variety on there, just to let you know. And then, like I said in the other videos, you really need to know, like, if you need another pollinator plant as well. Eastern redbud, that's really a pretty tree. They have these for most of these are really 29.97. They have the flowering cherry tree. Those are also 29.97. They have the dogwood tree. So they had the white dogwood tree, and then they also had the is it the pink? The red dogwood tree as well. Now, when we go over, this is still outside in the garden section. They have more seed starting mix. These are more of the wildflower mix, depending on what you want. They have the hummingbird variety. They have perennial variety. And these are just ones that you just kind of scatter or you broadcast. They also had a seed starting station, especially if you don't have a lot of space. Those they debuted last year that I saw in a lot of garden centers, but it's different prices. The seed starting kit, some of them are $5.97. And some of these, I'm wondering, are they truly the price? Because maybe like a week ago I came and they had something totally different. So I don't know if these prices are valid, but it does say the grow light up here that was $44.97. So I guess they are starting to change it. And then they have like the little mini greenhouse kits for $9.97. These pots are new. They're an 8-pack of seedling pot, and it says $3.97 on here. But these are great, like if you want to pot up, or if you want to start some of the bigger seeds like your squash or your bell pepper or your tomato seeds. You can actually start them in these 2-quart pots right here, so that way they'll have enough room for hopefully when you're able to harden them off and put them outside. So now we're back inside. So they have some inside, they have some outside, they have more bare root plants, different varieties. These are the ones that were $5.42. And so they have a variety of them as well. And then as I move over, they have more of like your strawberry plants that are $3.46. These are the quinault, I guess that's how you say it. And then they have like the everbearing. So they have a couple different varieties of those. They have the onion sets. This is 100 bulbs for $3.46. They have the red, they have the white, and they also have the mix, or they have the red and the yellow in the mix. They have seed potatoes. Right here you get 5 tubers. Those are $3.46. They have sweet potatoes. You get 3 tubers of the sweet potatoes. The garlic, 3 bulbs, $3.46. And then the grape plants, you get one, $6.88. And they also have different varieties of the grape plants as well. They also have different varieties of the blueberries and the raspberries right here. One root, $6.88. But remember, look and see the variety. Look and see if you need a pollinator plant to go along with it. So I think that wraps it up for the season, for me just checking out things at the beginning of the gardening season. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me with each and every store that we've went to. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do like a playlist series so that if you want to go back and look at the different places that we've been for this gardening season. And to be honest, y'all, they've put some more things out. Just a side note, I didn't get a chance to film it, but they actually put more fruit plants out at Costco. So just decide what you want. Take those garden tips, especially if you're going to grow fruit plants. And I hope you all have a lovely gardening season. So as always, thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure you share this video with your family and your friends. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead, tap the subscribe button. Make sure you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching. And until the next video, bye-bye.